On today's video, a flip through of my altered photo album. Hi everybody, welcome to Create Whatever. So glad you're here. I'm back from vacation. I've been gone for several weeks at my parents' place, Northland Lake in Northern Ontario, just north of Sault Ste. Marie. Been there having a wonderful time. It was very busy with lots of family stuff to do, including Christmas in July and a wedding in August. So it was lots of fun. But I did make time to make this altered photo album. I don't know if you remember these. They have spots for your photos. This was what was inside of my Tinkerbell one, 3 signatures, and I just pulled that out. It came out really easy. Pulled it out, used it to put my projects that I did while I was up there in it, my cutting and pictures and all that good stuff. So I didn't throw that away, put it to good use. After I took that out, I had to figure out what I was going to do with it. And nothing is done to the cover because I love the cover. I went with 3 signatures thinking, oh, this is going to be hard to do and fill. But as you can see, it has a little bit of chunkiness to it, and I love it. This has turned out to be my favorite junk journal, and I made this one specifically for me, and I just love sitting with it. It's small, it fits in my hand, and I just love going through it and touching things. It's all yumminess. Let's see what I did. Because I knew I wanted to work on this, I took everything that I have that's fairy related and brought it with me, and then used whatever I could find when I was up there. My mom had some fabric, leftover fabric from quilts that she had made. That covers the inside of both the front and the back. I love it. And then it also covered the hidden spine that I did. And I did do a 5-stitch pamphlet for this little one here. I used scrapbook paper that I had, marble painting that I had. I used parchment paper. I used tea-dyed paper, envelopes, junk mail, all kinds of stuff. So this is the first signature. Starting off with a pocket, and this beautiful drawing was done by my niece Jaden, and I asked her to do some flowers and butterflies, and that's what she did for me, and it's beautiful to start things off. And then a tag, and then I found these in a stash that was given to me at Disney, and this one is Pixie Hollow Sky. I've never seen paint at Walmart before, so I don't know where this came from, whether Walmart in the States carries paint or whether this was something Walmart carried a long time ago. Whatever it is beautiful, and I would love to find more. So that fits in there. Tea-dyed flower here, and yes, I took apart a Tinkerbell book. I wanted to use some of the original book in this junk journal. So this is Tinkerbell when she gets to Pixie Hollow. She has yet to discover her talent. I also wanted to keep some of the text as well. This is a marble painting. I just glued this in as a flip. And then this is a pocket that I collaged, and then I took some stamps with me, and that's just a file folder, coffee dyed, and stuck in there. And I did take some washi tape with me. This is a stamp that I have, and I just added some stickers to it, and I just used watercolor in the background and some beet juice. My mom saved me beet juice, and so I used a lot of that. This belly band comes from original page in the book, storybook. And then I just cut this flower out from a calendar and put some sparkles on it. And it's a journal card. Not only is it a belly band, it also has a tag. Some lace. I did take some lace with me. Tea-dyed, multi-dyed. This beautiful little collage here I made from a guest check, and I coffee dyed the front and the back, and then I put a file folder in the middle just to give it some substance. And I didn't have my sewing machine, and I didn't want to wreck my mom's, so I just hand stitched a lot of stuff. And that's a little cluster with a playing card. And then I have been trying to learn how to draw, and one of the things that I like to draw is mushrooms. This stamp I already had. Barbara from 49 Dragonflies encourages everyone to try drawing something and using it in their junk journals. So that was something I did on vacation, was try my hand at drawing. And that's just a little bit of applique flowers. This came from a card that I cut out, and then I just did little tags in there and put some stickers on the bottom. This is scrapbook paper, and I cut out Peter Pan and some tags there. This is from a junk mail, and it's actually a tuck, but I didn't want to cover up Tinkerbell, who's kind of camouflaged in there. And then I stitched just by hand. And then it flips over on the back. And just a little cluster. I made lots of clusters while I was on vacation. This is like a baking sheet. I had some of this in my stash. A little pixie dust goes a long way. Lots of journaling space. These are playing cards, so I just stitched them together to create pockets. More journaling space. Love that. My dyed paper. You make me feel like I can fly. Here's a little pocket with my mushrooms that I drew. And then I had that stamp flower, and so that just goes like that. And a mushroom house that I drew. Lace. This came from a calendar, and I just did different types of tags and tea dyed and beet juiced them. This is from a book page. Just holding some other tags on parchment paper. Lots of different types of paper. Again, this comes from the storybook, and it flips open. And then I wrapped it around so that it could be a little tuck spot for this tag. That ends signature 1. Signature 2, I tried to make them similar yet have different things. So different marble painting, different scrapbook paper. I love drawing trees, so this is one of my trees that I drew and then watercolored. And then this had ribbon on it, and I liked it so much that I had to make one out of file folder. Again, a little cluster. Another book page turned into a pocket for journaling. This is the center, that lots going on. So you can see this texture here is from a book that I had taken apart. This playing card, and in the playing card there's a little envelope with a note, a little tag. So that's on both of them. And then on this side it's a matchbook for little journaling. And then on this side, it's another journaling spot with a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. This added a lot of bulk, but I love it. This came from an envelope, so it was a beautiful envelope, and I got 4 pockets out of it because I used every piece of that envelope. again, just my marble painting, clusters, some stamps that I had, making sure that everything was coffee dyed or tea dyed with ribbon. And that's signature 2. Signature 3, a little birdie told me, so I had to put a little bird in there. Here's another pocket from that envelope. And I had Tinkerbell, and then a mushroom that I drew. I had this stamp, and then fairy flight paint chip, so that's very appropriate to go in there. And my mom had these tea bags. They're not bags, they're actually put this in hot water and it opened up to a flower. It was so cool. But this one is fairy lily, so before that went to the garbage, I scooped it up. More tags, journaling card. Tried my hand at drawing bird. This I hand stitched around. It's from a junk mail. I kept the original postage stamp and then just added Tinkerbell, some paper in the background. And look, Tinkerbell paint chip. Perfect. And it was a little flimsy, that parchment paper, so I backed it with a book page. My belly band is just a strip of paper, and then some of those butterflies, stamping, and I actually made the flowers. These little flowers were from an actual seed from some flowers that were growing up there. I got one of the seeds and it made a perfect like flower. And we have Vidya Purple. She's one of the fairies, and we have Pixie Purple. Thought that was very appropriate. And then I just collaged on a little paper there, adding sparkles for Tinkerbell, a little something. Here's the rest of the envelope that I wrapped around to create two spots. So this is a tuck spot plus a pocket from the envelope. Tuck spot back there, and then another mushroom drawing that I did with the fairy that I had. There, and then this is the other side with just different tags. And then the center of the signature, just some of my marble painting with a key. And then I did want to keep original texts from the story and the process that Tinkerbell had to go through to find her talent. Magical moments, another little cluster with a butterfly. Another book page with a journal card. I did a cluster collage, and then one of my drawings and my attempt at making a fairy. And then the rest is just tea dyed and scrapbook paper. I might add things here and there, but that is my Tinkerbell altered junk journal. I hope you enjoyed that. Before I go, I'm just going to put up some pictures of Northland Lake to show how beautiful that part of God's country is. Enjoy. Have a great day.